Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Missing Games Report, where we take a look at all the big games that I've compiled together that I can even think of, that I can remember, that we've heard about, that has had a reveal, anything like that. And then it just went dark. We don't know much about it since then. So let's take a look at all those and maybe speculate a little bit on what should or shouldn't or could happen with them. Let's just get right in. I'm ready. Are you ready to talk games? All right, so there's a lot here, so bear with me while we start the list. First, I'm gonna go with one that I personally hope. I haven't seen anything about this, haven't heard anything to make me think it would be coming out. It's just my personal wants. A new Deus Ex game. Now I know Eidos Montreal, I think they've kind of like maybe shut down, not shut down completely, but I think they've downgraded. They're not working on it. They canceled the project. But I know that the last mainline Deus Ex game came out in 2016. So we're going on 10 years. One of my favorite franchises. It's incredible. Bring that back. Bring it back. But let's hop into other things. That was just my personal want. A new Bioshock. A new Bioshock game was first announced December 9th, 2019 at the Game Awards. It has not been shown since. Where is it? I love Bioshock games. I know it's a little bit of a new developer. The original Ken Levine went on. He's making his own game, which is next on the list. But so we've got a new crew on the new Bioshock, but nothing in years. December 9th, 2019. Next game, the game I was talking about with Ken Levine, Judas. December 2022, it was announced at that Game Awards, and it was last seen January 31st, 2024, a year and a half ago, with just a cinematic trailer. I was hoping for something at Summer Game Fest. Still didn't get it. Still did not get it. Let's take a big turn and let's go to Halo. Halo, one of the biggest franchises of all time. I know one of the biggest in my life of gaming. Halo Infinite came out at the end of 2021 after delays. We've heard about like a Battle Royale mode. It's been teased for a couple years and all that. But you know, that's all we've really gotten is teases. There's no real looks. And then we heard that there's a new Halo being made in Unreal Engine 5 from here on out. So we've gotten a little whispers of a project, but that's about it. I mean, Halo Infinite, that's going on 5 years now. 4 anyways, but that's a long time. I feel like we'll hear something. I think we'll hear something about a new Halo that'll probably launch with the next system, maybe 2027. Maybe they'll have a BR ready before then. I don't know. That's just speculation. Let's move on. Wolf Among Us 2. The first one was awesome, but Wolf Among Us 2 was first revealed at the Game Awards back in 2019. Dude, that's 6 years ago. That's almost 6 years ago this December. The only word we've had is it switched over to Unreal Engine in 2023. It's been silent since. I know there's problems with, the company behind it, but supposedly that's still in development. I think that'll be shown hopefully this year. We got a big boy, Battlefield 6. We know about it. We know the alpha testing. We know all that. It's been years once again since the last mainline Battlefield, and it's not exactly loved. Let's just leave it like that. There's been nothing else other than EA saying it'll be out by March 2026. So I'm hoping maybe Gamescom, a reveal for that. Let's see, what else? A new 3D Mario. We don't really have anything else to go on other than it's been years. The Switch 2 just came out. I'm expecting something on a new 3D Mario game. Maybe it could be a remake. Maybe it could be a full-on, its own thing. I don't know. A new Odyssey. We'll see. I expect that hopefully to be announced out next year, maybe. Moving on. Division 3. Ubisoft said it was in development in 2021, September 21st, way back. There's been nothing else since a rumor of a 2027 release. That's all we've had. The first two were incredible. I know Ubisoft's having a hard time, but that series, if done right, could be long supported. That could be a really good online game for them if they do Division 3 right. First two were fantastic. Also, Ubisoft, you've got Watch Dogs. It has not been announced at all. It's also been years. When was the last Watch Dogs? I think it's been 3 years. That I don't have here, but I'm not sure. Also, Far Cry and Assassin's Creed, they're both pretty quiet. Let's go, Ubisoft. You got to get back on track. If you ain't going to do anything new, at least go to your pillars and make them as good as you can. Bring that shit back. I need it. You got Contraband. That was announced at the Xbox E3 show all the way back June 13th, 2021. There's been nothing since. They're working with Avalanche on that game. It's supposed to be like a co-op heist open world experience, which sounds pretty awesome. Where is it? Show it. Do it. Just do it. Where are we at now? A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin game. Now this was teased way back in August 2023. Nothing else since. I'm a huge Turtle fan. This is more of a dark take on the series. There's death. There's only one turtle left. Open world. That said, if done right, that could be incredible. Show it. You gotta show it. And that brings us to Apex 2.0. EA, you've been quiet just like Ubisoft. I know you've had some cancellations. It ain't looking great for Titanfall 3. But Apex 2.0, at a February 2025 earnings call, it's supposed to come out after Battlefield 6, and it's meant as a full-on next-gen update similar to, I think, Rainbow Six Siege X, maybe a little more substantial, but not a full-on brand new game. I'm not sure. Well, like I said, they need to show more. Either way, Apex, great battle royale. I'm ready for 2. I know a lot of people who are ready for 2. Then you've got the game everywhere. The game everywhere, okay? That's supposed to be where you can build your own creation, your own game within that game. And Mind's Eye was the first game built within that, supposedly, and put out. And it sounds terrible. Everything I've seen is horrible on Mind's Eye. So they're not talking about everywhere right now, but I really hope that they can get it together with that. There's a lot of people who would like to use their tools, create their own game. That could be huge. It sounds really, really, everywhere definitely sounds like a huge task to be able to do all that, where anyone could just creatively make their own type of game within that game. We'll see. Next one of my favorite series of all time, Perfect Dark. Bringing it back, rebooting. It was first shown back in December 2020 at the Game Awards. Last shown June 9th last year. Actually, a little bit of gameplay, and it was looking awesome. I think they're holding it back until next year because Fable got delayed. I actually think Perfect Dark might not come out until 27 with the next Xbox, but that's just me talking right there at the end. But show Perfect Dark. I'm hoping it shows later this year, maybe. Gamescom, Game Awards again. Just show it. A spectacular series. If it's done right, it could be awesome. Let's keep it on Xbox for a little bit. Excuse me. Let's keep it on Xbox for a little bit. State of Decay 3. It was first shown at the Xbox Game Showcase way back in July 2020. That's wild. The most recent game showcase for Xbox at 2024, they did show a little bit. Again, gone cold. I'm hoping for a 26 release. Where is it at? If done right, that could be the ultimate open world co-op zombie survival experience. I need to see it. Staying in the Xbox team, Everwild, the Rare game, first shown at XO19, November 2019. It was allegedly rebooted in 2021 because they weren't sure of the direction of the actual gameplay loop. And right there, since it's been rebooted, that's 4 years. Since it's been announced and shown, that's almost 6 years. They turned it around. They turned the ship around with Sea of Thieves, and it's become a great online service game. I think Everworld could be that and then some. I personally like that setting that they showed, the fantasy, like forest, wilderness, nature setting, even more than the ocean pirate setting. So I'm curious. You need to show Everwild, and it needs to be great. I'm ready for it. Still sticking in the Xbox camp, Replaced. Beautiful pixel art side scroller, sci-fi. Whew, it looks good. One of my personal favorites that I'm waiting for. Xbox E3 all the way back in 2022. It was showed. That was the last showing of that game. And I find that wild as well. All these games are years. Game was delayed until 2023 because of the Ukraine war, and they are a developer in Ukraine. And obviously that's still, not a great situation at all. Later announced the delay to 2025. And supposedly, I just heard, while making this, that the game is going to be playable this Gamescom in August. We'll see. We will see. All right. What else do we have here? We have NFL 2K games. Does anyone else remember those besides me? Madden needs competition. Madden, actually, the early previews do look pretty good, but come on, it's getting stale. They need somebody to light a fire and be like, okay, we got to step our game up and make a better football game. NFL 2K has not had a full-on console. They had a mobile game in 2024. Not what I'm looking for. But no NFL 2K full-on game since NFL 2K5 in 2005. That's 20 years ago. Madden, the EA license, still they have it to the end of 2025. After that, please, 2K, buy a share in the license or something. I want that back. Moving forward, Elder Scrolls 6 from Bethesda. First shown June 2018. That's 7 years ago. Man, that's 7 years ago. Not much since it's rumored to be 2027 or so. Starfield, I know, it came out to real mellow, lukewarm reception. They kind of went dark on that all of a sudden too after the first expansion. I hope they just got their heads down and they're making Elder Scrolls 6 incredible. Even better than Skyrim and Oblivion and all them. For the Sony fans, Bloodborne 2. The first one was released in March 2015, 10 years ago. Nothing since, just a bunch of screaming fans hoping that it'll happen. It's a great game. Souls-likes, it's actually a Souls game. It's, by the makers on Sony. Make another one. Fantastic. Guaranteed it would sell. It looks great. It's one of the best exclusives I think PlayStation has had recently. Now let's move on again. Ark 2. It was first revealed at the Game Awards in 2020, 5 years ago. They announced recently a lost expansion for Ark 1 to bridge the two together, narratively, coming this November. So that expansion is only just now coming this November. So I'd say that puts Ark 2 at least 2026. Huge delay. I don't even know what's going on. Show something good. That could be awesome. That could be another incredible game if done right, taken to the next level. Last we saw, Vin Diesel was riding on a dinosaur. I don't know. Here comes another sequel, Subnautica 2. The first game was one of my personal favorite games. It was hinted at in 2024. Then it was revealed slightly in April 2025. Now I'm hearing, just as I'm making this, there's an early access coming by the end of the year. But we've heard nothing else. Show some Subnautica 2. it might not be like the huge, Call of Duty fanfare game, but it's a really good series. And this one looks like it's adding co-op to it, adding even more, expanding on the first. Looks great. Let's get it. All right, the next one, Doke V. I think I'm saying it right. I could be saying it wrong. I don't know. I've heard about it that little. I don't even know. But it's by the Crimson Desert maker. And Crimson Desert looks awesome. It's coming out late 2025. So maybe that puts Doke V at 2026, maybe 7. It was first shown, wow, is that right? At the end of 2019 on my list. Gameplay was then shown at Gamescom 2021, and I thought it looked awesome. It looked complete, kind of like a Pal World. I can't even explain it. Go watch the trailer. It looks great. The visuals look stunning, way ahead of their time for 21. It would still look awesome now. Nothing else really. There's been nothing else. It's 4 years since that reveal of the gameplay. Let's get to that. Next game comes from a legend, Kojima OD, Overdose. He's partnering with Microsoft with Xbox. It was first revealed at the Game Awards 2023. Now we know Death Stranding 2 just released, and it's getting awesome reviews. It looks incredible. I can't wait to check it out personally. That's the type of games he makes, incredible games. So when is this going to be shown? Because it has not had anything other than the reveal in 23. So I'm hoping for more of that. Maybe Game Awards again. You know how Kojima rolls with, Jeff Keighley. Maybe he'll show up again. We can only hope, because I'm sure it's a great game. Looks like a new take on horror, like finding new ways to scare you in a game. Cool. Honestly, cool. Sounds good. And I know he's got another game, it's like Fizzin' or something, that he's partnered with PlayStation to make. That's multiple years away still, so his plate is full. Nothing but greatness ahead for Kojima, I'm sure. New Tomb Raider. It's called Tomb Raider Next, tentatively. First revealed February last year. They showed a new Lara Croft design, blending like the classic look with a new, more modern take. But nothing else except a predicted May 2026 release. I think Amazon Studios is actually behind that one. They're working, I don't know who, I'm not even going to say because I'm not positive on the developers. But either way, it's overdue for a look at the next Tomb Raider game. I actually thought it was going to show up at Summer Game Fest. So maybe Gamescom, maybe Game Awards. I don't know. The newer games have been great. The old games have been great. Give me more Tomb Raider, period. And I think that about wraps it up. That is a huge list. The missing video games report. Where are they at? I know it's a list of possible great titles all over the place. I hope we get more answers soon. You got any more you know about? Let me know in the comments. Hit me up. You know what it is. Either way, have a good time and get ready, because I hope these games are shown soon. Video games are great, and we got greatness ahead.